Welcome to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We've reached the semifinals of the Platinum Bracket game, and this is McAllen Memorial in the white uniforms taking on Harlingen South, the Lady Hawks, in the visiting uniforms. Lady Hawks will come out in defense. McAllen Memorial with the ball as we start this game. A right for the championship game, which is played tomorrow at 1 o'clock, is on the line here. And there's a steal by the Lady Hawks in the front court. It's going to be Jamie Ambrose. Doesn't have the number. She'll back it out. Work it now inside, and there's a quick foul. Evie Vasquez alongside of me to my left-hand side. And one thing for sure, when you're taking on McAllen Memorial, be ready for pressure, and it's not going to stop just in the back court. It's going to be all over this court.
And both teams actually like to do that. You know, both teams are big on defense. They're big on pushing the tempo. They like to work fast, so it's going to be a good game.
Ambrose gets the ball, pass it off to Ashley Jo Garcia, and there's the whistle as the ball goes out of bounds. Foul was called on Trevino on that earlier foul, which is our first foul of the game. Inbound play coming up for Harlingen South. Guevara will trigger the inbound play, gets it in the corner. It's picked up there, and now they'll try to get it through the baseline. Force it back outside to Guevara. Guevara wants a clear out. Given some room, now spins it outside to Ambrose. Lady Hawks will be patient here, just underway, and we've played a minute. Neither team has put it on the floor in the basket as of yet. That's a near steal. And now it is taken away, and here comes Telementres to the right-hand side. Lays it up and missed it, but got fouled.
Very risky when you go for the ball and the player's in the air.
Telementres will head to the free throw line. Corey and Tani Telementres will just be relentless out on top. If they sense that you can't handle the basketball, you're in trouble. Telementres at the line. First one rolls off the mark, no good. The foul was called on Aaliyah Guevara, which is her first, team foul number 1 on Harlingen South. It's going to come down to who can take care of the ball here in this game. You know, off of made baskets, there's going to be pressure coming. 2 missed free throws, so no pressure set up by McAllen Memorial. Harlingen South, what do you do with it on the offensive end when you have these half-court sets? Working ball on the outside. On the dribble is Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins it in the corner. Picked up there, baseline move made, and a shot goes up, and that one rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound by McAllen Memorial. Lady Mustangs on the fly into the front court, and no one stops Telementres to the right side, and she'll get fouled, and this time Tani goes to the line.
Yeah, and when they're not falling for you, you know, you have to start attacking the rim. It's been a slow start. I expect it to pick up, but again, since they do like to go ahead and push the tempo, attacking the rim is going to be big for both teams. Telementres
to the free throw line. Tani, first one's good. That's her first point of the game. It comes with 6:17 to go. And this is the critical one. If this is made, here comes the full court press. If it's a miss, Harlingen South can get out off the blocks and get down the court. Made free throw. Here it comes. First test against the Lady Hawks. Pressure set up. Ball in the back court. Gonzalez dribbles it. Gets it to the middle of the floor. Guevara. And then there's a steal on a back tap. Loose ball. Here comes Harlingen South maintains control. Now Ambrose. Now here, can you settle it down on offense after you've broken the press? That's another trap area. There's a layup up and in. Nice delivery on a pass and a completion by Del Angel. Now on the other side, Harlingen South tried to press, but McAllen Memorial beats him down court in a hurry. Telementres has it. Tani off the balance shot, missed, no good. Rebound taken down by Harlingen South, and here comes Jamie Ambrose. Outlet pass. Now they get it further ahead, and a nice shot up and in, hesitating, and Guevara puts it in.
Yeah, 2 or 3 passes up the floor. You know, that's exactly what you want against a run and jump.
Memorial with the ball. Here's pressure, and here's a steal, and here come the Lady Hawks to the right-hand side. Another fadeaway jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound, Regato, and here come the McAllen Memorial Lady Mustangs to the left-hand side. That shot by Garcia is up and in.
Great transition passing, both teams.
South with the ball against pressure by Memorial. There's a steal by Garcia. Tried to deliver a pass to Regato. That's deflected, but Telementres is there, so that it is a turnover by the Lady Hawks. Now Telementres gets fouled, and she'll get back to the line.
You know, if I'm Harlingen South, this is the third possession where, you know, Telementres takes it to the rim. You got to see if you can keep her out of the paint. You know, she's been the only one that's been attacking the paint, so that would be big.
Non-shooting foul. First Foul on Bianca Gonzalez. Inbound play, that ball's thrown away. On an inbound pass, a throwaway. Gives the ball to the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. Still, that whistle allows the press to be set up. And they'll throw over the top, get it on the right-hand side. Ambrice now loses her dribble, needs some help. Talamantes nearly steals it. Gets it to Guevara. Guevara clears it out against Tani Talamantes on the defense. Pass back in the hands of Ambrice. Ambrice in the right corner it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez feeds it in on the post. Reverse layup goes up. Missed, off balance by Del Angel. Now on the outlet pass, it's stolen by the Lady Hawks. Missed shot, ball loose in the paint, and a jump ball comes in.
Relentless rebounding, and you can't teach that. People ask what good rebounding is about, and that's exactly what it is. Going after the ball and being relentless. You can't teach that.
4:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Harlingen South basketball out of bounds. This is the first semifinal game. The second semifinal will have a drastically different pace, I'm expecting, with Los Fresnos taking on Laredo United. Outlet pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will swing it left-hand side. Cutters go through for Guevara. Now she looks inside for Del Angel, posting up, and there's a turnover. Forced that pass. It was tipped out of there, and then a foul in the backcourt called on Gonzalez, and that'll be her second.
Yeah, that was the first time that it really seemed that they set up on their half-court offense, and they turn it over.
Tried to get a substitution in. That didn't happen, so now Gonzalez will have to be a little careful here early on in this first quarter with 2 fouls. There's a shot by Talamantes. It won't go. She fights for the offensive rebound, and it'll be McAllen Memorial ball.
I'm telling you, she keeps getting to the basket too easy.
That brings in Dolores Mendoza, so they do get Bianca Gonzalez out of the game for the Lady Hawks. 4:14 to go. Inbound play, and this is Tani Talamantes, who will get back to the free throw line. Tani and Corey Talamantes each finding their way to get in the middle of the paint and get to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think they've taken any outside shots yet. Everything has just been inside the paint.
Talamantes makes the first. Tani, a junior, is 3 of 3 at the line. Leads the team in scoring so far. Change that foul. They call it on Dolores Mendoza of Harlingen South. Talamantes, next free throw is good. Harlingen South now will see pressure, but it's a different type of pressure. It's more of the half-court variety, and there's a steal. Caught him off guard. Here they come in the front court. Talamantes lays it up and in.
Could have been a foul there, too.
For Corey, that's her first points of the game. Again, a half-court trap coming. Still in the back court where the ball is. Guevara needs some help. Gets it to Ambrice. There's 10 seconds. Just before she got across the timeline.
And I was about to say that. I don't know exactly what they were doing there to break the press. I mean, there's different ways to beat a run and jump, but it just really didn't seem they were set up there at that time.
It was a variation. The press was a diamond and one further down court, and then they backed it off and started trapping up near the mid-court stripe, still pressuring the ball in the backcourt area. Off the dribble for the Mustangs. Running one-hander off the glass. That won't go. Rebound secured by the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and they come back in the front court with the ball. Quick pass ahead to Ambrice. Ambrice forced that one. It's tipped out of bounds. That's where Memorial is impressive. When they get back defensively, it's as if that press is continuing, that they maintain an intense defensive stance in the passing lanes especially.
Just hustle. Straight out hustle.
Inbound play by the Lady Hawks. Throw it outside to Mendoza. Mendoza puts it on the floor against Talamantes. Got in the lane, shot it, missed it. Rebound, offensive board for the Lady Hawks. Get it to Ambrice. Outside it goes. That's a jumper missed by Ashley Jo Garcia. Now they want to run, and they get it ahead to Talamantes. Nice catch, layup, and count it. Beat him down court. Talamantes now in the game with 4. The lead is 6. Lady Hawks will turn the ball over. Here comes Tani Talamantes. Hands it off. Layup by Delgado. Good. Regaldo with the bucket, and just like that, timeout called. Lady Hawks need to talk. 2:52 to go in the first quarter. They're down 8. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Flooring Department has everything, with the largest in-stock selection in the Valley. You can find vinyl and ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, and vinyl flooring all under one roof. Our flooring experts can help you figure out what works best for you and your budget. Walk out with your floor that same day or get it delivered anywhere in the valley the next day. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Next to me, Evie Vasquez, coach, making it into the cold gym yet again. One of these days we'll be in a nice warm gym to do a ball game. Not today.
Yeah, and it's basketball weather. I love it.
Back in the back court, Ambrice lost a big kids, was able to recover it, get it to Mendoza. Mendoza has it for the Lady Hawks. Looking inside, posting up strong there is Brianna Lozano. Hands it back off, penetrating Mendoza from the baseline. Dishes off, layup good. Lozano with the bucket. That's a nice dish for the assist. Pressure by the Lady Hawks. Lady Mustangs in the backcourt with the ball. Regaldo throws over the top of that. Now a better pass on the left-hand side. Layup, Garcia good. Valeria Garcia on the finish, and that's just about textbook press break there. Pass, cross, layup. On the other side, Lady Hawks break the pressure down the sideline, get the baseline, now pulling up, and a shot's blocked, but a foul's called on Trevino. Trevino picks up her first foul. She was in foul trouble in their last pool game, which was the first game this morning. She's already picked up her second here in the first quarter.
And it's early in the game still.
They finished that game with 4 players on the floor with 4 fouls.
Something you never want to go through. Tell you that.
Ashley Jo Garcia hits the first free throw. I talked to the head coach of Vela, who was against him. She said, I was 1 point guard away. If I had a point guard, I could have taken him because I would have penetrated inside all 4 of those players with 4 fouls. Somebody was going to foul out or they were going to let me have layups. Made free throw by Ashley Jo Garcia. 6-point game. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. In the backcourt is Talamentes. Hands it off, and crossing is Regaldo. Hits it back to Talamentes. Penetrates. Dishes off in the baseline. Back out for the 3. Won't go. Rebound Garcia. Nice job. Makes some room. Made the shot. Valeria Garcia with the offensive stick back. The sophomore has 6 points. 8-point lead. Pressure again. Lady Hawks beat that pressure. Bring it in the front court, trying to evade the trap. Get it over to Ambriz. Ambriz overhead pass to Guevara. Reverse that, you got something. Guevara from the elbow. Swings it over on the right-hand side to Garcia. Now back to the free throw line. Strong move by Lozano. Lay it up, missed it. Rebound for the Lady Mustangs. In the front court. Slow the pace to Talamentes. Hands it off to Tani. Tani Talamentes hands the ball off with the ball right at the volleyball spike line. Makes a move, got a high side screen. Bounce pass at the elbow. On the move is Bonilla. Put it up off the floor, no good. Rebound taken down by the Lady Hawks. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Harlingen ball in the backcourt. Guevara needs some help. Mendoza comes back, helps her out, gets it across the timeline. Now a back tap and a steal. Talamentes takes it away, but the outlet pass is taken right back away by Ambriz. Ambriz hands it off to Guevara. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Guevara has it between the circles. Forced that pass. Deflected and stolen. Lady Mustangs with the ball. Talamentes ahead to Regaldo. Makes the move. Laid it up. Missed it. Got her own board. Put it up again and count it. Selma Regaldo with the finish. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Harlingen South down double digits. Mendoza has it between the circles. Gets it to Guevara. 5 seconds. Guevara with 4. Gets it over to Ambriz with 2 seconds. Lobs it inside. Shot goes up and missed. They just about got it in the right hands at the right time, about a half a second late. End of the quarter, and just like that, you're down 10 if you're Harlingen South. McAllen Memorial trying to get to a championship game. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close.
Of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here as we get set for the second quarter, and it's one thing to play hard and to play up-tempo, Harlingen South, and then you look up, you're down 10 points, Evie. Got to execute once you have the ball on the offensive end.
Yeah, and you brought up a great point about the ball reversal. You know, anytime that you're in transition, a great ball reversal is just exactly what you need, and ball movement is what I think that Harlingen South is missing right now. 10 points to me is not a lot for a good team like that. So we'll see what they come up with starting the second quarter.
What we're talking about as you watch this, if you come down and you have pressure on one side of the court and the ball's there and they're coming to trap you, then you know immediately if you can get the ball to the other side of the court with 2 quick passes, then you have numbers. You have an overload and you have more offensive players than not. Here's a steal by the Lady Mustangs to start the second quarter play, and a left-hand layup that won't go, though. Rebound taken down by the Lady Hawks. And this is one of those where you just get the feeling you need a basket here if you're Harlingen South. Quick pass ahead to Lozano. She'll miss that. Fights for the rebound. Jump ball will go the other way. As a coach, you look out and say, you got to finish that.
Yeah, that was two layups, you know, one by each team. Missed in a matter of like 5 seconds.
Here comes Carla Long. Long has had a good tournament thus far. Rolls that one off the mark. Garcia gets the rebound, gets it back outside to Long. Long penetrates, hands it off. Now it's stolen, restolen by Long. She's open, lets it go, and made it. Stayed with it even though she had initially turned the ball over, got it back, and then made the basket. First points of the second quarter. That's a near steal. And when you're a single ball handler bringing it across the timeline and you've got Tani and Corey Talamentes right there to trap you, you better be looking at teammates saying who's coming to help in a hurry.
And that's exactly why a team presses. You know, you force the other team to play team basketball, not just one player. So, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Gonzalez has the ball, swings it to the right-hand side. It's caught there by Mendoza. Mendoza falls to the ground, needs some help. Gets it out to Lozano. Lozano sings a pass inside to Gonzalez, put it up, no good, and she got fouled. Free throw opportunity for Bianca Gonzalez. Our next semifinal game is after this one. That's Laredo United. They'll be taking on Los Fresnos. Gonzalez at the line. The foul was called on Carla Long, which is her first. First one good. Bianca Gonzalez, a sophomore for Harlingen South. That one won't go.
And we've talked about this before, how crucial free throws are, especially trying to get a momentum going. You know, if you miss a lot of free throws, it's just another snowball effect to add to your, you know, negatives.
Long misses that jumper, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Harlingen South. So it'll be McAllen Memorial basketball out of bounds. 6:41 to go in the half. A high pass out to Tani Talamentes. Makes a move, splits a double team, hands it off. Here's a shot on the way, perfect by Bonilla. Found a little spot right there and near the elbow. Settled in, waited for the pass. Now the trap near a steal, and again, Mendoza trying to dribble through those traps. Gets fouled from behind. Another thing, and I do this a lot, Coach, when I'm sitting here announcing games. You penetrate a double team. You know you have 2 defenders behind you. Now you get rid of the ball, and the player in front of you either has to commit to you or the ball, and so someone's going to get wide open. Got to give that ball away. I do that a lot.
You have to.
Off the pass. Outside it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez between the 2 circles with 6:16 to go in the half. Slings it left-hand side to Guevara. Guevara off the screen, pulls up for the jumper. Good look, but can't get it to go. Rebound, pinballs all the way back to Guevara. Sweet pass inside, layup, Bianca Gonzalez.
Yeah, she saw that a play ahead.
Now a back tap by Harlingen South as they were able to apply pressure, but McAllen Memorial beats it. Now Talamentes, no one stopped her, layup good.
Yeah, they tried to play defense, but yet they gave her the wide open lane.
Tani Talamentes with the layup. 5:44 to go. There's a loose ball at the midcourt area. Did they get a timeout? No. jump ball. Harlingen South retains possession on the exchange. I think as far as style goes, McAllen Memorial is one of the only teams in the Rio Grande Valley that will say thank you very much for trying to push the tempo, and let's get this game going up and down, full court both ways.
Yeah, it's coaching styles. Whenever you talk about that, it's coaching styles, the way you practice. You do most of your teaching and your learning during practice. So whenever you have a coach who has a fast tempo style, you love it. That's what you want to go ahead and push for.
That's what you practice. That's what you practice against. And so when a team presses you, you're like, okay, this is what we are prepared to do.
Absolutely.
Inbound play, wide open. Shot goes up, no good, and a free throw opportunity for Cameron Del Angel.
Yeah, somebody got lost there on the switch.
Del Angel at the free throw line. The only thing that comes back to get you when you're a tempo team like that is that if you find yourself down in a ball game late, you've lost all the opportunity of saying, what am I going to do? Press? I've already pressed all game long, and so you have to start looking at different ways to trap.
Yeah, and also besides that, the high turnovers. With the fast-paced team, you're going to have turnovers. That's another thing that you have to expect with the fast-paced team.
Del Angel makes one of two. Ball belongs to McAllen Memorial, and it'll stay here. 24-12. This is Harlingen South taking on McAllen Memorial in the semifinal of the House of Pain tournament in 2017. Off the dribble, Garcia from the baseline. There's an open jumper, and that's good. Just inside the arc for Tani Talamentes. In the front court, that's a near steal. It is back tapped into the back court. Still a loose ball. Talamentes picks it up. Now they've got numbers. Here's Long. Banker, no good. Got her on board. Put it on the floor. Put it on the glass, no good. Got another rebound, and then it's taken away by Harlingen South.
She thought about passing, but didn't do it.
Huerta. Now a great pass ahead to Del Angel. Put it up and in. Cameron Del Angel on the finish. 12-point game. Memorial with the ball in the backcourt. Talamentes swings it a pass ahead. That ball's knocked out of bounds. Touched last by Harlingen South. Harlingen South is a similar team in that if you give the indication at all that you're out of control handling the ball, they're on you. Talamentes to throw it in. Slows the pace as Corey handles it near the midcourt stripe. They'll run the screens on the baseline. Talamentes, meanwhile, on an isolation island against Mendoza, hands it off. Now they'll look top of the key to Long. Long puts it on the floor. Got a good screen top of the key. Here's the open three. No good. Rebound, Breeze has it for Harlingen South. Loose ball stolen. Talamentes lay it up. No good. Rebound, Harlingen South. Outlet pass coming up. They'll get it to Breeze. They've got numbers if they hurry. Across the timeline. She threw it away. Spacing. Timeout on the floor. Harlingen South wants to talk. They trail by a dozen. This is high school sports on RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here, Harlingen South right now, talking things over. Coach Easy Vasquez, what would you be saying is being said in that huddle right there, right now?
Well, I think they're needing to go ahead and turn the ball over less. That's the most important thing right now. I mean, every time that they've had a possibility of scoring in transition, they've turned it over. So I think protecting the ball should be their number one concern right now. And if you're McAllen
they break
Memorial,
out of the huddle, they'll be out on the floor. 1 minute left here, or check that, 3:56 left here in the second quarter. It'll be Mustang ball, and Harlingen South will back off the full court pressure and appear to go into straight man-to-man defense. countered by a motion offense by the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. They'll go right to the lane, and a shot missed, and a foul call is going to send Trevino to the free throw line. Call that foul on Cameron DeLangel, her second. That's the 6th team foul for both teams now. Free throw good by Trevino. Trevino, that's her first point of the game. Valeria with a second one. That's good. Substitution off the bench for Harlingen South as they'll bring Brianna Lozano in the game, back in the game. She'll replace Gonzalez, who had picked up that second foul. Press break this time, easily this time, and Breeze has it. Beats the press, get it over to Mendoza. Mendoza forced to pass on the baseline. Lopez was cutting through there. You wonder if that's one of those cuts, wanting the ball or just trying to clear the defense.
It should have been by design. It was by design.
Outside it goes to Lopez into Breeze. On the baseline, it's Mendoza. Pulls up for the shot, it won't go. Rebound all the way outside, and out of bounds it goes. Touch last by McAllen Memorial. 14-point game. Memorial led 18-8 at the end of a quarter. Have outscored the South girls 10-6 here in the second. That ball's poked away and nearly stolen. It is. On a turnover, it goes out of bounds. Credit Tani Talamentez on that defense. .3:12 remaining here in the half. Talamentez on a clear out. Nice post that time. Gets it to Trevino, and she gets fouled. Anytime you can see all the numbers and every bit of the player posting up as a point guard, you need to deliver that pass.
Yeah, you're doing it. And it's like you said, that number, whenever you see that number, clearly you know that they're open.
Free throw number 1 good by Trevino. Valeria now with 3 points, all 3 coming from the free throw line. Sinks that too. As a team now, McAllen Memorial 8 of 10 from the line here in the first half. The lead is out to 16. Breeze to Mendoza. Mendoza from the free throw line, and that one's tipped out of bounds.
Again, once they break it, they're trying to attack the middle and either kick it out or take it up to the rim. They want to be a little bit more successful. In my opinion, they got to attack the rim. Once they break that press, you got to go straight to the rim.
Back in the game is Gonzalez, Bianca Gonzalez, back in the game for Harlingen South. Inbound play coming up for the Lady Hawks. Breeze catches, saves it back in bounds, and somehow gets it to Lozano. From the double team to Gonzalez, off the glass and in. Bianca Gonzalez has 5 points. Mustang with the ball in the front court. Overhead pass, new player in the ball game, this time off the hands of Lujan. That's a turnover. Here come the Lady Hawks, and Breeze has it. Backs it out, swings it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the right side to Huerta. Huerta looks at the cutters, finds Breeze, second cutter through, got the shot away, rolled it off the rim, no good. Offensive board, and that one's blocked out of bounds by Lujan. South will inbound the ball. Guevara to put him in motion. Throws it on top to Jamie Breeze. To the right side, it goes to Huerta. Huerta back to Breeze. Breeze. Left side to Gonzalez. Now on the post, it's delivered to Lozano. Fadeaway jumper, no good, and she got fouled, and that's going to be the 3rd on Trevino.
She felt that foul. She had 2 people just swarming her, so, the good bailout is go for the rim, try to go for the shot, and see if you can get that foul.
Trevino picks up her 3rd foul here in the first half. 2:06 remaining. 14-point game. Free throw by Lozano, no good. Second one coming up. Lozano, good. They'll keep Trevino in the game right now. She'll be substituted out on the next whistle. Talamentes gets it over in the corner. There's a three that's in by Long. She's had a big tournament. Carla Long dropped that one in. She's got 5 points. 16-point game. That's a dangerous pass. Picked off by McAllen Memorial. Garcia wanted a foul. Talamentes takes it, hands it off. In traffic, that one goes out of bounds off of Harlingen South.
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking there. You just let the ball go out of bounds. Nobody's around you. Turn it over again.
Minute 30 to go in the half. You telling younger players don't ever save the ball back in bounds under your own goal?
Under the other team's basket. That's right.
Inbound play and off the dribble. Shot goes up off the glass. That's a little short. Rebound by the Lady Hawks. Harlingen South needs some kind of flurry to close out this half. Now they turn it over. Garcia to Long. That's right back into traffic and right back in the hands of the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Here comes Mendoza. Mendoza has it nearly stolen, but a foul called on Corey Talamentes.
Yeah, and that's going to happen a lot too. You know, just like we talked about with the fast pace, whenever you're pressing, you're going to get these one-on-one fouls as well. You got to expect those.
Second foul on Talamentes, and Corey will have a seat on the bench. Replacing her is Selma Regaldo. Front end of a 1-and-1, won't go. Offensive rebound by Lozano. Get it back outside for Mendoza. That one's well short. In the front court, Long banks it in. Nobody stopped Carla Long, and she has her 7th point of the game. Under a minute to go. Turnover as Guevara tried to cross over on that right sideline. Regaldo brings it across the timeline for McAllen Memorial. 40 seconds left here in the half. Has it between the circles. Spins it left side to Talamentes, who will slow the pace. Guarded by Mendoza, Dolores Mendoza. Now a handoff to Garcia, missed the layup. Rebound by the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. They try to run, they do so, get it ahead for a layup and miss it. Offensive board, no, out of bounds it goes. Stay here,
those are the ones you need. Those are the ones you need the most. You know, when you're struggling and not a lot of good things are going for you, those easy baskets is exactly what you need.
Inbound play coming up for Harlingen South. Beyond the arc, Gonzalez backs it away. 16 seconds to go. Gonzalez feeds it inside to Lozano. Threw it away. Here comes Long. Nice pass to Talamentes. Stop, shot it, missed it, was off angled. Ball back in the hands of the Lady Hawks. Now travel with 3 seconds to go.
Whoever she was going to pass it to just wasn't there anymore. Caused it travel.
3.1 seconds to go in the half. Inbound play for McAllen Memorial. Regaldo has it, launches a long three. It's just off the mark. It was online, just short.
Just short.
One half in the books. We'll be back. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Mott's Lumberyard is one of the largest in the valley. If you need it, we have it. Everything from lumber, insulation, roofing, plywood, and sheetrock. After 45 years of business, we've basically came up with our own lumber philosophy that allows us to offer the best option to customers on any job. We know the area, we know the lumber, and most importantly, we know you. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen. It's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
My name is Ben Smith, and I'm the general manager at the Palm Beach location. The sales staff at Mott's can help you find the right materials for the job. We're experienced, friendly, and eager to help. With that DIY project you've been waiting to start, or that large order you need to fill fast, our experts can help you figure out what's best for you and your budget. And if you're way in over your head, we can point you in the right direction. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Back here as we are at halftime, Harlingen South trailing McAllen Memorial Lady Mustangs. Right now, Laredo United out taking warm-up. So is Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. But Evie Vasquez, let's break this game down. McAllen Memorial, as expected, pressure, and kind of took Harlingen South out of any rhythm of an offense once they did break a press.
Yeah, majority of the game, is going to go back and forth in transition, and that's exactly where Harlingen South has been able to fail. I mean, they've been failing with the fact that their ball movement and their turnovers is just causing them to not get any points up in the board.
If you're McAllen Memorial, you're in the halftime locker room right now. Clarissa Arredondo can tell her players, come out with another 6 or 8-0 run. You can put this game away right now.
Yeah, and she'll be able to use her bench a lot more, doing something like that, and you don't want to go ahead and slow down if you're if you're McAllen Memorial, and that's exactly why you play these tournaments. They asked the question as far as, would you rather play non-district games or a tournament? Or a tournament, more games, and that's exactly what you want to do. So she's exactly getting what she wants, playing more games and just getting her kids to run, and that's exactly what she's looking to get out of it, and that's what she's getting.
We're getting set for the second half. Right now, it's McAllen Memorial leading Harlingen South, and this is RioSportsLive.com.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here, we are set to go for the second half of this first semifinal game at the House of Pain tournament from McAllen Memorial. We're in the main gym. That's where we've been yesterday and today, and we'll be here tomorrow for 4 more games. I'm Joe Bowling with Evie Vasquez on the side of me. And we are set to go for the second half. McAllen Memorial led 18-8 after 1. 35-17 here as we start the second half and miss a shot out of the gate. Harlingen South gets the stop, and they have the ball. Gonzalez across the timeline. Bianca leads the team in scoring here in the first half with 5 points for Harlingen South as they spread it out as a team scoring. There's the throwaway. Turnover, easy pickings that time for McAllen Memorial. Talamentez brings it into the front court. Slows the pace, takes a look at the defense. Brings it left-hand side. Rigaldo puts it on the floor. Hands it off to Trevino. Trevino back in the game, playing with 3 fouls to start this second half. From the top of the key, needs some help. Finds it into the hands of Tani Talamentez. Good ball handling against Gonzalez. Beats her off the dribble, shot it off the glass, and rolled it in.
Yeah, nice Euro step to finish. That was nice.
First points of the second half belong to McAllen Memorial. And again, it's not going to take much. A 6 or an 8 point run, and this one can get out of hand quick. Layup no good. Lady Hawks get the rebound. Ambrose to Guevara. What a pass. Inside layup missed, though. As she goes, Garcia couldn't finish. Quick pass ahead to Garcia here on this end, and she's fouled. Non-shooting foul. 6:36 remaining. That's the second foul of the game on the Guevara. Inbound play for McAllen Memorial. Out to Talamentez. Pulls the trigger on a 3. That one's short. Trailing the rebound, got her own board, put it up off the baseline, no good. Rigaldo there, put that one up and in.
Yeah, that was like the second opportunity point there. Turnover again.
4-0 run already, and there's a turnover.
You know, they have to stop shooting themselves in the foot if they want to keep this game even a little bit closer.
Timeout called. Harlingen South wants to talk it over. 6:16 remaining. We're in the third. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here as we get set for play, Harlingen South recognizing that this game is teetering on you're either getting back in it or you're going to be separated by more than you can handle. Called that timeout, get a steal, and here comes Guevara into the front court. Backs it back outside, feeds the post. Get it back outside, stepping into that shot, no good. Rebound taken down by McAllen Memorial. Rigaldo, that's a forced pass and throw it away.
Yeah, too long of a pass, and Arredondo's already telling them, hey, there's no need for those throwaways. You know, just slow it down. The game's already going your way. You really don't want to cause anything else to either make it go the opposite way or just continue to just make you play bad.
Half-court trapping defense provides dividends. Here's a pass to Talamentez to the right side, lay it up and in. 6-0 run by Memorial to start this second half. Harlingen South ball. Ambrose has that one stolen. Here comes Garcia, ahead to Rigaldo. Easy pickings, layup good. 8-0 run. Rigaldo now has 8 points. 5:25 to go here in the third. Off the dribble, that shot's blocked out of bounds. Turnovers providing easy points for McAllen Memorial, and that's been the theme all tournament long. Teams playing against them. Inbound play, they get it to Gonzalez. Bianca Gonzalez. Cut through, shot it up and missed it. Rebound, offensive board, but that's taken away. Outlet pass from Trevino. Ahead to Garcia. Dishes off to Talamentes. Lay it up and in.
Great recognition. You know, two of them came to you. Was the easiest thing to do. Just give it off to the next person.
Assist to Garcia. And it's a 10-0 run to start this third quarter. Harlingen South. That ball is blocked and a foul is going to be called. They'll call that on Garcia, Valeria. She thought she had most all ball on that.
And I would not disagree with her.
Her second foul of the game. Garcia at the line. First one falls in. Next game, Laredo United takes on Los Fresnos, Lady Falcons. The theme once again will be, can you take care of the basketball?
That's rule
Garcia
number
at the
one.
line. Makes that. 2 for 2. Garcia will have a seat on the bench as entering the game is Cameron Delangel. Delangel with 5 points. Back in the game. Now the made free throws allow South to set up their press. McAllen Memorial. Regaldo throws over the top to Talamentes. Nice pass over to Tani. Put it up and in. Assist from Corey to Tani. 4:34 to go in the third. Gonzalez has it on the dribble. Gets it back. Shot it off the glass. Rolled it off the mark. No good. Rebound comes out long. Regaldo throws that one ahead. Well, Regaldo really wants that long pass out of the blocks.
Yeah, and she was open too. That was a good idea, just not enough on it to reach it.
Mustang basketball out of bounds. Regaldo has it. Guarded straight up by Mendoza. Takes her off the dribble a couple of times. Now splits a double team. Got to the top of the key. Lets the shot go and made it. Selma Regaldo. She's now in double figures. 2 players in double figures now for McAllen Memorial. Pass over to Guevara. Guevara puts it on the floor. Lost her dribble. Coming out to get it, Lozano. Lozano pressured defensively, puts it on the floor, got past one. Hands it off to Gonzalez, gets it back to Lozano, steps through, shot it in. Brianna Lozano on the finish. She's got 5. Memorial, though, has outscored Harlingen South 14-4 here in the third. That's near a 10-second violation. Garcia has it.
Yeah, nobody put pressure on the person in the player in the middle, so they were able to just break it.
There's
easily.
a whistle, and there's a blocking foul called on Harlingen South. They'll call that on Cameron Delangel, which is her 3rd. Free throw time for Valeria Garcia. Makes the first. That's now 9 of 11 as a team from the free throw line for McAllen Memorial. Couple that was 65% shooting from the field. Thank you, many layups. Thus, now a 30-point lead.
Yeah. Those are some great numbers, and the score shows it.
3:12 to go here in the third. Harlingen South basketball across the timeline. To the right side it goes to Gonzalez. Forced that pass on the baseline, and it's touched last by McAllen Memorial. Lady Hawks will inbound the ball from the baseline. Guevara will put him in motion. Outside for a jumper just inside the arc. That won't go. Rebound taken down by Talamentes. Across the timeline, guarded by Guevara. Looks for a screen. Now sets up the offense. Talamentes to Garcia. Turns. Gets it back to Talamentes. Here's a 3. That's short. Rebound. Garcia had it for a moment. Out of bounds it goes. Harlingen South ball. Lady Hawks won their pool, made it into this championship bracket. Ran into the pressing McAllen Memorial Lady Mustangs, who lead by 30. 2:25 to go in the third. That one nearly stolen by Garcia. She does force the turnover as Garcia falls to the ground.
You know, and once you get to one of these games and you're up by so much, you know, as a coach, you have to start thinking, when do I go to my bench? Do I go to my bench now, or do I continue to just keep my team, you know, focused and a little bit more aggressive as the day ends?
Well, in this case, for Memorial, she's got Carla Long on the bench and Fatima Bonilla, who are instrumental in the way this team plays. So you bring them off the bench, you're still going to be pretty stout playing-wise. Harlingen South will misfire or get the rebound on that and bring it into the front court with 2 minutes to go in the third. That's a forced pass. A lot of contact there. Ball lands somehow in the hands of Guevara. Her shot's blocked, and here come the Lady Mustangs. Quick pass ahead to Regaldo. Pulls up, shot it, too strong. There's Talamantes, put it up and in.
You know, I'm very impressed with Garcia from Memorial. You know, she's got great timing as a post and as a defender. That's great. Great defense.
Off the dribble for the Lady Hawks. Gonzalez can't get that one to go. Regaldo gets the rebound. Regaldo into the front court to Corey Talamantes. Lets that one go. No good. Long rebound. She'll tip it out in the hands of Tani Talamantes. Tani outside to Regaldo. I want to put this in perspective. McAllen Memorial's missed 13 shots, but have 6 offensive rebounds. That means half the shots they've missed, my friends, they've got back for another look. Shot goes up. That one's blocked out of there, and here come the Lady Mustangs in the front court. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Down the right side and lay it up and in.
You know, she's very talented. I'll tell you again, I'm very impressed with her game overall.
Garcia, just a sophomore at 5'10". 39 seconds to go. Free throw line jumper. That's perfect by Dolores Mendoza. 33 seconds to go here. This third quarter has been big. 20-6. Memorial's Mustangs have outscored Harlingen South. Talamantes, that pass in the direction of Garcia, tipped out of bounds. And here comes 4 new players in the game for Harlingen South. Inbound play coming up. The winner of this will play here tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the championship game. The loser will play over in the other gym in the third place game on this championship bracket. Regaldo wants a 3. That won't go. Rebound taken down by Ambrose. Lady Hawks with 8 seconds to go. A double team. Nice job by Ambrose to spin out of that. Gets it to Mendoza, then a travel. Seventeenth turnover of the game by Harlingen South. Mustang ball in the back court. 3 seconds to go. Regaldo catches with 2, 1, and that's the end of the third quarter. But that was a big quarter for McAllen Memorial. We'll be back and talk about that and get you set for the fourth after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff. Great prices. Great cause.
Back here, and welcome back to our coverage here on RealSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling with you. Evie Vasquez, coach, is sitting next to me. And we're heading into the fourth quarter, and that third quarter was big for McAllen Memorial's Lady Mustangs.
It was just something to say this game is ours, and we're not going to slow down at all.
Outscored the Lady Hawks 20-6 in that quarter. And comfortably up by 32, eyeing a championship run here in their own tournament.
Yeah, I believe this is the third year in a row where they're either at the championship or they're at least in the third place game.
Shot goes up, no good, but 2 shots coming up for Dolores Mendoza. And Clarice Arredondo, their coach, will still tell you that the girls in this are still trying to understand fully what she expects out of basketball players here.
Yeah, basketball's one of those sports that's a never-ending learning process. So as a coach, you always want to get the most that you can out of your players. You're never satisfied.
But she's young as far as this team goes. Free throw good. Lady Hawks get back defensively. Talamentez has had a big game. She's got 14 points. Hands it off to Long. Now outside. Here comes Tani again. Shot that one off balance. No good. Rebound in the paint. Taken down by the Mustangs. Then picked up by Harlingen South. And here comes Brianna Gutierrez all the way down court. Laid up and in.
Yeah, the refs are wanting to let them play this fourth quarter, you can tell.
Gutierrez, the senior, got that rebound and just absolutely never stopped. 7:10 to go in this ball game. Talamentez has it from the Mustangs. Kick it outside to Lujan. Lujan hands it off to Martinez. Pulls the trigger, missed that one. Rebound comes out to Bonilla. There's a 3 by Talamentez. Perfect. She's a junior.
Big game. They've had a big game.
17 points. That one's thrown into the bench area of Harlingen South. This is our 4th game today. 2 more coming your way. Top of the key for the Mustangs outside to Talamentez. 6:28 to go. She's guarded by Mendoza. Hands it off. Easy layup up and in.
Yeah, and the offense is designed for that. As soon as you attack, they have to help on defense. So whenever they've set up, they've gotten that shot right underneath on the slot that I call it the slot.
That was Bonilla with the finish. There's a missed shot by the Lady Hawks. Ball saved back inbounds. There's a quick jumper up and in made by Amber Lopez. 6 minutes left. Memorial's Mustangs with the ball. Talamentez to the right side. Dishes off. Here comes Martinez. Out to Long. Long lets that one fly. No good. Rebound, and here comes a whistle. Stay here on the jump ball.
Looks like she took a hit to the face.
Stops play with 5:41 to go. While they attend to that, we'll be right back. This is RealSportsLive.com. Back here after the quick timeout. 2 free throws up and in. Now a near steal in the backcourt. That's going to be a foul called. And after a play like that happens, in which someone takes an errant elbow / shoulder, somehow contact, you generally expect that as a coach, that someone's going to sending to our video here, my friends. We'll get it for you.
After the foul, she continued the play, get to the delay game.
5:04 to go here in this game. Gonna have to fix that. Memorial with the ball. 5 minutes left. Work it on top. Now work it inside, and that's a turnover. But they get it right back. Baseline jumper, that one won't go. Offensive rebound, put it up and in by Bonilla. (64-28). Harlingen South ball out of bounds. Into the hands of Lopez, forced it in the paint. Shot goes up, that one won't go. Missed by Gutierrez. Rebound comes out. Touch last by McAllen Memorial. It'll be Harlingen South ball, and substitutions freely coming in this game now for the Lady Hawks. Long inbound pass. Off the dribble is Mendoza. Mendoza hands it off. Now to the top of the key. Work it back over to Mendoza for the open jumper. Perfect. Nice play right there by the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and that's a rare designed offensive set that results in a bucket in this game.
Yeah, they've been shooting. It's just that they've barely starting to fall, the last few minutes.
Jump ball called on the other end. We'll switch it and go the other way. .346 to go. Foul called on Memorial. Watch this Memorial team play, and you know they'll stick around and watch the next game, but I don't know that they'll do any adjusting to their style. They'll expect to take it to whoever wins this next game.
Yeah, it's a style that doesn't change because of the fact that you're defense oriented. You're defense oriented, and you're looking to just cause havoc. You're looking to just, be very annoying when it comes to defense.
Mendoza off the dribble. She'll get fouled. And Dolores Mendoza will get to the line. Talk about spreading the wealth. Harlingen South, 1, 2, 3, 4 players, all with 5 points apiece. That's your leading scorers in this game.
They have the tools. They just weren't able to, put it together today.
Free throw by Mendoza. No good.
And it's something that happens over the holidays, and that's what I talked about earlier, whether as a coach you choose to play 1 game or 2 games compared to playing maybe 5 or 6 in a tournament. And I'm pretty sure the coach will take this as a positive anyways. They're making it to a 3rd place game on a holiday tournament, so that's always good.
And then they head into the buzzsaw that is the teeth of District 32 6A this year, which is no easy chore any night.
Which, in my opinion, is probably the best 6A girls district south of San Antonio.
Shot goes up and in by Martinez. Well, you just look here in this tournament. There's 2 teams from 32 6A, and they're both in the semifinals. Harlingen South, Los Fresnos playing in the next game. And arguably, they're not the top 2 talked about when you talk about who's coming out of District 32 6A out of the gate.
You have the Harlingens, the Westlacos in there, so it's a great district.
Shot goes up and in, and the Lady Hawks will get to the free throw line. Aaliyah Guevara was the one that got injured earlier. She's back in the ball game. She'll make it to the free throw line here. Guevara is just a sophomore. That's good. In 2 weeks, we'll be setting on a Friday. I'll be at the Brownsville Sports Park in the middle of soccer action, Evie.
Looking forward to that.
It's going to be some exciting coverage of soccer. I know soccer is primo in the Brownsville area.
Oh, yes.
And this year they're talking about not just 1 or 2, but several teams capable of being a state champion. So I'm excited to see what comes out of Brownsville this year.
Yeah, you and me both.
That tournament always brings out a lot. They bring in a lot of teams. We'll cover, I was talking about it yesterday, we'll cover 20 games in 2 days there out of the gate. And of the 20 games, that means we'll cover 40 soccer teams because there's no double dips. We're going to cover individual teams, and no one repeats on that field for the first 2 days.
Great setup.
We'll get a good look at the soccer horizon out of the gate here on Rio Sports Live. Ball loose, picked up by the Lady Hawks. Work it ahead to Mendoza. Pass it over, but a missed shot by Guevara. Rebound by the Lady Mustangs. In the backcourt, here comes Martinez and throws it away. Minute 18 to go. South with the ball. They've scored 11 points here in the fourth quarter. That's their best point production in a quarter. In the third quarter, when this game turned around, they scored just 6 points.
Yeah, there's a difference between having starters and having the bench on the floor.
Another shot won't go. Rebound taken down by McAllen Memorial, and they'll turn it over in the backcourt.
50 seconds to go.
Next up, Los Fresnos takes on Laredo United. Stick around with us. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back for that tip-off. And then we'll have our championship bracket filled out for the title game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Inbound play coming up for Harlingen South. Get it inside. That shot won't go. Ball in the hands of the Lady Mustangs. Here comes Carla Long. Long takes it in traffic, dishes off, right side Bonilla. That won't go. Rebound, Hawks with the ball. In the front court, Mendoza tries to hand it off, left it too strong, and out of bounds it goes. 19 seconds to go. Lady Mustangs with the ball. They're moving on to the championship game. 3 players in double figures in this game. Bonilla loses it. Long's right there, and she'll take it back away for a moment. 2 seconds to go. This shot will count by Mendoza. That's the way this one comes to an end. Mendoza finishes the game, a team leading 8 points with that 2 points. But this was all McAllen Memorial's Lady Mustangs. Your final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, it just wasn't much of an offensive scoring debut, for Harlingen South. So I'm pretty sure they'll take the third place game and be happy with it. But I know that I would have loved to have been in the championship game.
Hawks score 8 points in the first, 9 in the second, 6 in the third, and then 13 in the fourth. Meanwhile, McAllen Memorial Lady Mustangs 18, 17, 20, and 11 right down the line. Leading scores in the game, Tani Talamentes with 17, Selma Rigardo and Valeria Garcia with 10 apiece. For the Harlingen South Hawks, it was Dolores Mendoza with 8, and then 5 apiece for Alea Guevara, Cameron DeLangel, and Bianca Gonzalez. For Evie Vasquez, I'm Joe Bowling. We're going to take a step aside. Rejoin us. Watch for us to start the broadcast. Coming up in a little bit later, United takes on Los Fresnos. Until then, so long for just a while.